yes, your surprised action, yes. I haven't even began combat yet, so that way it's perfect way to segue into. I see Tenraiso in here. That's awesome. I haven't really thought about it. I spent most of the day just figuring out, planning the next few sessions, story-wise at least, in this area. Okay, let's see. Hey, Purple. The man from the mission instead of the man on the mission. Okay. What was the other thing? Chopping? Oh, gotcha. Alright, I'll post the link in our Foundry thing. Or not Foundry thing, group chat. So Mines, I was looking through the top 1,000 people who stream D&D, and you're still, like, on the boards. Yeah. Oh, right? Oh, yeah. I have a mod that's action tracker. I have that mostly for people who multi-class and people who are newer to D&D in general. I have one player in my Monday group. She's completely new to virtual D&D, so it's just like this would be a very helpful mod, and especially for, like I said, people who multi-class. If you'd like me to disable it.
So like let's say you do okay, I want to be really really good at grappling at level 2, right? Then that can lead into like 6 different like feats later down the levels where like your grappling gets progressively better and better and better. You get to grapple multiple targets, drag the people around, throw people, you know.
Very nice.
That's basically how Pathfinder works. It's just like customization via like overwhelming choice.
Yeah, we know a lot of people that went to Pathfinder even before the whole OGL thing.
Yeah, I know Pathfinder 2 is blowing up. I'm actually going to start running that soon, by the way. Not virtually. I'm actually going to be running that for my family. We plan on
Very
picking up
nice.
the Pathfinder 2e beginner box
Mm-hmm.
for as like an Easter thing, and then transitioning that to what's it called? Maybe running like a couple of modules, adventure paths or something, if everyone likes the system. But that's why the beginner box is what, like $40, and you can get like, a whole bunch of stuff. It's just a good entry point to Pathfinder as a whole.
Yep.
Yeah.
I might have to check that out because I
Hmm.
played the first Pathfinder at the Gen Con for my
Hmm.
16th birthday. That was cool as hell. I met some of the writers. I enjoyed Pathfinder, and then when I played 3.5, it was pretty much the same game.
Yeah, I mean, okay. River just said they're gonna be a few minutes late due to traffic.
Gotcha. I don't know if Morris
That's
is going to
fine.
come. He's in the middle of Destiny. So, looks like the three
He
amigos this
seemed to be
evening.
sleeping earlier.
Yeah. So,
Oh well.
right.
Well,
Mm.
now question for you, Fargrim. My token just disappeared off the map, and I don't have any vision at all. Like I could
Oh,
see
shit.
what was
I.
there.
Let me figure out.
Oh, it's because it's probably a new token, yeah, and it needs its vision settings done.
I have been having difficulties with that, so allows token to see illuminated spaces with line of sight. Okay. So when I do that, he can't see the dire wolves. But you
I can
guys,
see my token. I can't see anybody else at all.
right?
It's just me on a semi-dark thing.
I've been struggling with this for most of the day. Then I got distracted with other shit. So then when I click off vision enabled, unlike every other token where it has that circle around you, uh, you don't. So
I'm special. My mommy told me so.
so do I need to reset his token?
You should just be able to, yeah, if you just drag it back to where it was,
Should I
if
delete
you're
this one on
in,
the field and just drag out his actor again?
I drag the new one out first before deleting the old one, just
Mm.
because the two of his tokens can exist at the same time. But then, like, if he gains vision from the new one, then everything's sorted.
It doesn't look like he has vision from the new one. Look
No, I do
here.
not.
I will share my screen.
Okay, well, I'm gonna pull up your stream.
Yeah, I have you pulled up too.
So now
Alright,
I'm gonna
so
go to the game screen.
Okay.
Otoroshi.
So then you just go
Hover over
to
by
vision
anyone.
first.
Vision.
Tap the vision. So here's the main problem. Vision range 0.
But that says
Put that
without
to
any light.
si-
Or
he has dark vision. He has like 60-foot dark vision, I think.
yeah.
The owl 120. Yeah. The problem is the map right now isn't globally illuminated. So what you're running, so essentially it's nighttime right now, which is
So
fine.
during
But
daytime maps, should I make it globally illuminated?
yeah, so basically
Okay.
during a daytime map that you'd want to be able to like have the map globally illuminated so that you don't need light. Because right now we're essentially in the dark and we're all seeing via dark vision. Because I think everyone in the entire party has some form of dark vision.
Okay. See, I took this
Yeah.
as, you know, a fog of war exploration.
Yeah,
So
no, fog of war exploration is fine. I believe one of the modules, simple time, and should just allow you to set the day to. It should just take control and be like, all right, here you go, set it to daytime.
should I take off? All right. So when I'm editing the map, I go to lighting.
If you want to wait for Merv, I know for a fact they can answer this question because this is one of those questions that's just like, yeah, no, we have to work through that like multiple times.
Right on.
Uh, when
But no, please, what were you saying?
No, I was just saying if you want to wait for Merv to arrive, they could probably answer this question a hell of a lot better than I could.
Gotcha.
And then, but for right now, since you've given him dark vision because he has it, he can see. Everyone can see, so we should be all good. If you just want to say the map's nighttime right now, the map's nighttime. It took a while for him to come down from his like giant cloud island.
No, like the way I interpret running this foundry is okay. Yeah, it's daytime, but you're still exploring this area.
Yeah, yeah. You want
Um.
the fog of war aesthetic, yeah.
Okay. So switch the light thing to something else, and then do a just keep the fog of war. Gotcha.
Pretty much, yeah.
Shit, I need to add him to combat now.
I wouldn't do anything right now. I'd do it probably on the next map because the
Well, no,
what
I
that's
meant.
gonna do the moment you change any lighting things is this history of the map that we've explored is going to be reset the moment you start messing with changing the global illumination values. So it just I'd probably just wait until next map.
Gotcha. I
Yeah.
did make a next map for this session. In fact, I was just telling Mines that I I spent most of the day just planning what you guys were going to be doing on this continent.
Cool.
So, how was your day, Purple?
It was fine. I think I'm getting sick again. That's not very good. But work was like easy enough. Lulu is keeping me busy. Uh, like the routine is basically, I take her out in. I wake up in the guest bedroom of the neighbor's house, right? Since I'm watching her like from their place.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll take her for the morning walk. I'll head off to work, and then uh, around noon, I'll walk back and take her for a walk. And during that, I'll usually be eating whatever packed lunch I have. It's really fucking hard, by the way, walking a dog and eating lunch at the same
It
time.
is.
That's really annoying.
Can confirm.
And then, what's it called? Then I'll just come home, take her out, and probably just relax for the rest of the day. Like, by the time, like, you know, I'm back, I'm just like, nah, I'm in bed now. I just want to lie down, read some manga. I've been reading, I recently read, like, all of Doho Adoro, and then now I'm reading Die Dark.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello. I thought
Uh,
I thought you were busy, man.
yeah, I'm just finishing off this dungeon. Are we still waiting for someone, or?
Yeah,
Yeah, we're
River's
waiting
in
for
traffic.
River. They're just stuck in traffic right now. I think mine said
Ah,
they'd be right back.
I'm back.
Yeah.
hi, Beck, I'm dead.
Hi, Dad. My mind's.
Do you have the milk and cigarettes?
What?
What?
No.
No, that reminds me. I need to go out and get some. I'll be right back.
Yeah, right. 20 years later.
If
And then I have to go through here.
Hey, Yuki,
Hello?
how goes it?
Beans and wieners.
I'm just gonna assume that that's a positive reaction.
Yeah,
So, congrats. Good for you.
thank you.
Glad you're eating well.
I am indeed.
Whew.
How's your day been, Fargrim?
Not bad. Um, so I'm gonna be real. I've been um, job searching. Uh, that that's been. I've been trying to not let it feel defeating. If that makes any sense.
It,
Um,
just me. I
I'm
know
trying
where
not
the
to get
fuck.
disheartened.
Yeah, I know where the fuck you're coming from. By the way, what's it called? I got out of college and was just like, okay, well now I'm unemployed for like a fucking year. Because hey, cool, no one really wants to fucking hire me. or like my area just isn't good for what I want to do. So now I'm just doing like some boring data entry stuff. But it's whatever. Boring is good, to be honest. It's just like, could you just build up a routine and you can just do the work?
Yeah, that's kind of the one thing about kind of data analytics and data entry is it's mindless tedium, so it doesn't take a lot of.
Yeah, ouch.
I don't want to say that it's a lot of that doesn't take a lot of skill, but it takes a lot of patience for sure.
I don't
And
have
there's only
patience.
there's only a select few people that can tolerate that.
Yeah, like I'm someone who absolutely loves routines and keeping to routines, right? So this is perfect for me because like I can just all right log in, do the work, put on some music and like listen to that while I'm like working, and then that's it. Or put like on a live stream on in the background or something. Like I can multitask while I'm doing it, and like enjoy myself, which is good. I like that.
See, that's what I'm looking for. Like, I currently am looking at the IBM General AI um, certificate. I'm looking into AI because it's kind of it's at the gold rush stage, if you will, in my
Yeah,
opinion. But I'm always looking for data entry jobs, like entry level, that are willing to train. Um, but yeah, it's frustrating. Like today, I think I put in 3 or 4 applications. I
Damn.
put in a job application for Babbel for a voiceover work.
Babble.
Yeah.
They hire for voice acting,
Mm-hmm.
kind of voice
I didn't
editing or voiceovers. That's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Something I could do in my spare time.
I mean, I wouldn't mind doing that full time, to be honest.
Yeah, dude. Like
But, but the question is, how much does it pay?
well, it's contract work. Like half of this shit, like video editing, um, graphic design, social media management, things that I know that I can do. Half of it is contract work. Then the other, most of it is, oh, do you have a bachelor's degree? Where's your portfolio? You need at least 2 to 3 years of doing this. And I'm just like, well, okay, I have 2 years of high school, and then, this last few couple of months of really getting back into video editing and reteaching myself everything and new shit
Yeah.
with AI. So
But you need the college degree.
for most jobs, yes. Which is one of the reasons why I didn't go to college was because I didn't know what I really wanted to be in life or do in life until like almost 30, where I'm like, yeah, I want to be a cartoon writer. And then I got heavily invested in D&D. And I'm just like, well, fuck, this is my life.
Well, write a
you
cartoon
know.
about D&D.
What's that?
There you go. You write your own Vox Machina. Now you've got a D&D comic book or write a D&D cartoon.
Well, I mean, like,
And
this.
do it with AI. There you go. There's your 3 loves.
That is true. I mean, I am, or I will be writing a motion graphic comic about a campaign and a few published books about my last campaign. But and this is, you guys wouldn't believe, like, your your last video that you guys did, you guys got like 20 views, which is
Cool.
phenomenal. That's just on me. Well, and mine since we share it, share, but that's still like absolutely amazing. This whole MMO project has really elevated me as a DM and my streams. So I
Well,
don't know where I'm going
yeah,
with
I
this.
mean,
Besides, like
y-
you, I'm it.
but
My life is
Fargrim, you give it.
frustrating, but I
Mm,
try.
That's unfortunate, but I mean, especially with this setting, like you gave me something to be excited about. So I'm glad that my passion and my excitement is helping inspire you.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
100%. I am blessed with all of you guys as players and friends. Double O, double 10 fashion. All right. But yeah, other than that, my
Oh,
day's.
there we go.
Oh, hi, I'm here. Sorry.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Merv,
Hmm. Sorry. I'm
Hello
late.
there.
Wizard is never late.
What was the link again?
Here, I'll resend it for you, bud.
It's pinned in the channel, the
I'm
Group B
dumb.
channel.
I'm dumb, okay?
Hummed up. I'm far grip.
Fargrim, I will smack you.
Try.
Bailiff, whack his pee-pee.
All right. So, Merv, how was your day? You doing all right?
Yeah, but it was fine. I didn't really do much besides try and paint some minis. That was yeah. Oh.
Is there a goat in the background?
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
No, that's my cat. That's
Oh,
my cat.
okay.
Hello, Allie.
That's a loud fucking
a
cat,
fucking
too.
cat.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Did it eat a goat?
You're fucking telling me.
That cat is
That ain't a
demanding.
cat, that's a fucking goat.
She's half Siamese. People tried to convince me this is how a normal cat speaks.
No. No.
This beast is just full of rage.
What are they doing to their cat that that's a normal speak?
I don't know. God knows. No,
Well,
my cat
Purple, if
is
your
like
company's hiring, I know somebody who's looking for data entry.
Oh, sweet. Like entry level?
I think he's just trying to get back on a normal schedule. He's currently a truck driver, but he was in tech and wants to get back into it. But at this point, he just needs a break from driving. He wants to get another desk job.
Yeah. I've heard those truck jobs are really fucking demanding. Like, not only are they demanding, but like you're often expected to go like out of your way and solve your own issues. Like,
Yeah, most likely. I mean, he'd be able to tell you. I think he's been driving for the last 10, 12 years. I think. Is that right? Campfire? Yeah, you don't get paid for solving those issues. You only get paid for when the wheels are rolling.
Jesus. Fuck that. And thank you for stopping Campfire.
He's the guy that runs the 7 Days to Die server that I found the past couple weeks. Real good
Oh,
guy
cool.
too.
Sweet.
anyway, everyone's here.
All right, so let's get
I'm ready
to
to
it.
go.
All right, so a brief recap. So you guys found a tent with a dire bear rug in it. You also found a strange compound within a mortar and pestle, a quarterstaff belonging to an adventurer, River, I added the 2 Alchemist Fire to your inventory. I didn't forget about the Bear Rug Claws, their Mors, and the Bag of Devouring. As you guys
Yeah,
were.
so I have the. Sorry, just to. So I do have those claws from that rug, right?
You have the ability to get those claws.
Okay.
I think you failed once, but there's 3 left, is what he said.
Yeah, there are 3
Yeah,
claws left.
we sort of interrupted that with the scream in the distance and the incoming direwolf threat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Distractions.
With that said, I guess there will be certain situations where I'll have you move X number of tiles when I have certain things planned like that. But yeah. So last time we left off, we heard a piercing, girlish scream that pierced the air. And you all found yourselves battle, there we go, called over to some dire wolves. This gentleman over here appears to be a guild member of people that you have been tracking down, of the Iron Fang Guild. Last time we left off, Mines, or Otoroshi, respectfully, you have your surprise attack action before combat actually starts.
Oh, and I did go ahead and look that up after the session because we said we were going to talk about it. Mines can do it now, but the surprise rounds are essentially just if you attack from stealth and you engage combat and the enemies are surprised, which means their passive perceptions don't beat your stealth check. They roll disadvantage in their initiative checks. That's all that does.
Okay.
Is that 2024 or was that 2014?
That's 2024. Yeah.
Okay.
You just
Good to
roll.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the way Baldur's Gate does it. You get a full turn of attacks.
Well, that kind of makes it too easy. Okay.
Did I not? Most of the music I made today sounds like a Slipknot album. So let's enjoy some hardcore battle music.
It's
Sounds
copyright
good to
free,
me.
right?
Yeah, I made it with AI.
Okay.
The reason why I say Slipknot is because it's heavy.
That was one of the prompts. All right. Well. Yeah. So I'm actually going to take this giant fan off my back, and I'm going to kind of flap it a couple times, and then you're gonna see that there is this. How do I put this? Let's see if this is gonna just. No, of course it doesn't do that. But yeah, you will see this kind of small bubble almost appear around me, and I go a little blurry at times. And that's going to be my action.
All right. Well, now we start combat, and you're at the top of the initiative. So go again.
Okay. Well then, yeah, I'm gonna rush forward. Right? Is this? Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3. What's the measurement? Yeah, plenty of space. So I'm gonna rush forward, and I'm gonna attempt to beat this guy. I'm gonna take the giant fan off my back, and I'm gonna try to slice down, and slash at him with my giant fan.
How would you like to
22 to
fell
hit.
this beast? You definitely hit him.
Well, with this silk fan, I just literally want to slice down in a vertical fashion, and this smallish gust of wind is going to kind of separate the two halves as they just kind of fall over and away from each other.
Nice.
And then I'm going to take the fan and kind of point it at this one up here, the northern one, and that'll be my turn.
All right, River, your time to shine.
Oh shit! They fucking destroyed that thing.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Okay then. This is oops, obviously as bad as make sure. Yeah. Okay. We're just gonna run over this one now. The other one's just fucking so super dead. She is going to. She kind of yeah. She kind of focuses on like some lightning, like she kind of focuses for a moment, and lightning seems to come out from her like up from her arms, out to the like between her shoulder blades. It looks like, and suddenly this like illusionary, like almost ethereal dragon head and neck just kind of pokes out from her like her shoulder like a spirit dragon, and it essentially breathes a line of lightning at these two little wolves here. Where's my? There's no. Yes. 40 feet? Really? Oh shit.
Well, it looks like it's hitting, right?
Yeah, but I don't think the range is that much. Yeah, it's a 30-foot line. Either way.
What
Oh,
are you doing?
Oh,
no, it's 35.
man.
Yeah, if
That's
you moved
weird.
up one, right, from here.
I could do this
Yeah.
actually.
Ooh.
Yeah, if you were at this, you could do that too.
I'll do it like that then. And I press this.
Do they have to make a save or anything?
Yeah, it's a dexterity save.
All right, gotcha. Oh, wrong one. All right, so one of them passed. This one over here passed.
I think it's. Let me see. Yeah, it's half damage on a success.
Oh, got
So
you.
it's full damage. And after that, I'm gonna spend a focus point for flurry of blows. Where the shit? This probably. Oh, it does. Nice.
And
Oh.
that's
Oh,
a crit.
first crit of the
Oh.
night. Let's go.
Yeah, it's against this one.
You doubling. So how do you normally do crits? Because when I do crits, I double the damage.
It's just double damage. Yeah, it's
Okay.
double dice. It looks like it's already doubled on here.
yeah. It like Foundry will
Yeah.
automatically do the crit for you. Like if you say the damage, it says critical hit on it, and it rolls double the dice it normally does.
In any unlikely event it's still alive, it does come with a second attack. Yeah. Ooh, which didn't post. Does a 15 hit?
15 does hit.
Okay, that's all I can need then.
So,
Sorry.
so you. Okay. All right. So this guy is going to make the idiot decision to rush over to Otoroshi.
She's definitely feeling better. She's definitely an asshole. She wants me to do all this shit, but I'm like over an hour away. My son's like 20 minutes away,
Otoroshi, what is your AC?
but I have to go all the way to over there to make sure he's doing his.
Fargrim, just to let you know, we see that roll.
Yeah.
I don't know if you wanted that roll to be hidden.
Why would it be hidden? The wolf is attacking someone. We need to know if it hits.
Some DMs do that, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for D&D Beyond, they haven't seen shit of my rolls, which I kind of liked, but
Yeah.
I don't mind it this way either. At least they know I'm doing my job.
Yeah.
All right.
It makes it easier for to help as well. Like if something's up or goes wrong, it's just like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
we can see
absolutely.
all the rolls. So
That's why I don't mind showing my hand, at least in this part.
yeah.
Uh,
Anyway, I think mine stepped away. You can just check that on your
No,
own.
I didn't step away. I was muting so I could talk to chat.
Excuse
Yeah,
me.
my AC is 17. However,
So-
I am going to. You'll see me kind of blink out of existence and back into existence as if I was undamaged.
Hmm.
I don't know where this. Oh, it didn't actually. So here, let me cast this first. See if that actually. Okay, there we go. And then, yeah, I would be dropping the. Oh, so yeah, my AC is actually a 19 because the spell is active.
Oh yeah, you get +2 AC from the spell, so it actually didn't hit.
Yes,
okay.
correct. So I don't need to worry about dropping it.
So you gain 7 health.
Take the 7 damage?
Uh, if you did,
Yes, I did.
so
do
did you do the spell as a reaction?
No, that's what I cast the spell with my turn before combat started.
Oh, okay.
That was
Then
how I went all blurry.
the wolf missed you.
Yes, yes, it did.
He's going to rush up to River. All right, so River, he chomped you for 13 damage.
I like using my reaction to try and deflect it.
Gotcha.
Damn it, it was almost a 0. Alright, so I only take like 2. We take those though.
You can to reduce the debt. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I reduce it to
This
0, I
is
can just counter
this
that.
is
I've
buff
never played
20.
a monk, so this is going to be very interesting.
This
That's
is buff
really cool.
2024 monk because that used to
Yep.
be deflect projectiles. Now it's just deflect all attack.
All physical attacks, yeah. It's great.
Yeah.
What?
And if you can reduce it to 0, you can expend a focus point, redirect it, so you can do
Yep.
damage to the attacker.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow,
And that does 2d6.
that's really cool.
I think Monk might be better than Fighter.
Debatable.
Certainly very cool.
Yeah.
So
That one
River,
interests me.
yeah, you took the wolf's head and said not today as you pushed it away from you. All right, Tenraiso, then Mors.
Awesome. I'm gonna go ahead. Measure that. Yep, that is good. All right. I'm still up 5 feet, so that would fall at the start of my turn to the ground, but that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and make a jump, spending some, and then glide another 40 feet this way. Uh, Need some help there, River.
I suppose.
And this is how you do a dragon's breath. There we go. That will be from that spot. So it would hit these two wolves. They need to make some deck saves. DC 15 dex. As he lets out this like massive electric breath from his maw.
So 8 damage on fail, or I mean on pass.
It's half damage on fail.
Yeah.
It's half damage on pass. I mean, sorry,
All right,
and
so
it's full damage on fail.
right, so
How much damage?
19.
3d8. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
Yeah,
good damage.
dude.
It's an actual dragon's breath. It's not
Yeah,
breath of
you
the
right.
dragon spell.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
yeah,
right.
yeah. Oh, and it also refreshes like a dragon's breath does. By the way, I have to
Oh,
roll
5 or 6.
I have to roll a 6 on the start of every one of my turns, and then it will recharge. So basically, there's like guaranteed one breath per combat because, you know, realistically, you'd be rolling that like d6 every 6 seconds out of combat. But if I want to use it a second time in combat, I've got to roll a 6.
I need to introduce you to the half dragon race that I was with my previous
Mhm.
game. It was a
River's
5
gonna-
or 6 recharge, and then eventually you would
Yeah,
go
I
down to
believe
4.
I believe it does go up to a 5 or 6, but that's not until like level 13.
Yes, that makes sense.
River
Yeah.
just scoffs and says, "Show off."
Anyway, yeah, and that will be my turn for now. Do I want to do anything with my bonus action? Nah, I don't have anything crazy I want to do with my bonus action just yet. I will use my reaction, however, to stay in the air after the glide, so so that I don't fall too far down to the ground. And then that'll be my turn.
All right, Morris. You also have Klaus with you,
Yes.
who I made into your undead servant.
Yes. You spelled close wrong, though. I just noticed that. It's okay. The one that's raped by Otoroshi. We are going to do.
He's one of the guys that dribbles the air, the ball in the air.
Do-do-do-do. Alright, so it's 2d10 necrotic damage on inflict wounds. Oh, I still have. Uh, how was it that you selected the for damage?
So what are you rolling? An attack or a spell?
The direwolf needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Really? For,
What for though? Like, what are you doing?
I say it's inflict wounds, isn't it?
Inflict wounds, yeah.
Is that? I thought that was gonna. Did it change that?
It's an attack roll, and also that
Yeah.
should just be in your spell list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just go to your spells tab and find inflict wounds.
Whoa. What the fuck?
Yep.
Why does your character sheet look like that?
Wait, no, it is a con save now. What the fuck?
Wait, what?
I mean, I
All the
can.
stuff.
No, no, you're right.
Okay.
All right. Things change
That was like-
nowadays.
Inflict wounds is like one of those classic, okay, this is a really good spell attack, but it's touch range. That's weird.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
There we go. Nice.
So it's. Yeah, DCA 14 for Constitution.
Yep.
All right.
Half as much.
So that would be 7 damage.
Yeah.
So as you touch this creature, you inflict it with necrotic damage as clumps of fur just fall out, and his skin
I
just
will be right back.
got you,
Already.
and his skin starts to smolder and warp.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, buddy.
Starting. Anything else you'd like to do in your turn?
For Klaus. Because he does get a turn, right?
I believe he shares your initiative.
He shares
Probably goes
initiative.
right after you.
Yeah, he goes directly after me.
All right. So he'll come next to you, target the wolf, and slay him.
Good roll.
Yes.
Does it hit?
Eat damage.
Hell yeah.
He bitch slapped this dog. All right. Anything else you'd like to do in your turn?
Don't launching fireworks outside. Fuck. That'll be all for me.
Otoroshi.
All right. Well, after kind of watching this wolf come up to me and attempting to bite and miss, I am going to turn my fan a little bit in my hands, and I'm going to literally try and club him, I guess. And with the flat bludgeoning side of my fan, I'm going to miss completely.
Rip.
God, that rolled a 5. And then that is it. That's gonna be my turn.
That sounds like a very disappointing turn. All
It
right.
is.
River. Fuck him up, Buttercup.
I love butternuts.
Okay. Let's continue. As River just flips the spear in her hand and goes for a quick jab at the one above her. Ah. He's starting that house. then she's gonna make a follow-up attack with just a like a sweeping kick with an arm strike. Ah, piss.
So you shanked him really good with your spear. And then, I guess your lack of
I
focus.
didn't even press that. You know.
Oh, okay. I do like your dice, by the way. Very nice.
I forgot I need to play with mine and find the set of dice that I like.
I don't even know how to do it.
It's in 3D dice settings. It's just in configure settings in 3D dice.
Oh, nice.
But it's later.
So was that all of your turn, River?
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right, cool.
Oh, let me actually hit. Yeah.
That wolf missed Otoroshi. And this wolf is going to try to attack River. And missed. And last wolf. The one who's barely hanging on.
Damn.
So with this last attempt, he tries to bite at you, but he's just too hurt. And kind of sits on his back paws or back legs. Is still eyeing you down. Alright. Tenraiso and Mors. Let's clean up the mess. Oh yeah, he's grabbing food.
Then I'll just do my stuff while he's grabbing food since we're right next to each other.
Oh, damn it.
Parker.
Sure. Global illumination. That's what I was looking for. Okay. So we'll go to your turn. Go back to his. You roll the one.
I did not mean to do that. I was just literally trying to look at like. Nope. Nope.
So with your mouse wheel, if you click on it.
I have to go view item. Alright. Where am I at for spells? I'm just going to honestly do the same thing again and cast Inflict Wound. On the same wolf.
So am I reading the one just above it for your hand axe? Or am I reading your inflict wound?
Just ignore the hand axe, yeah.
Alright, so I will make
AC 14.
And I can't fill the water up? I can only fill it up from the stream.
Hell yeah. Oh, that would be a save, damn it.
And just save, unfortunately.
So that'd be 8 damage.
Should be long enough. Because you don't want to wake up in the nighttime. That's shitty.
And then Klaus is going to just another slam attack. Oh hell yeah!
Natural
Crit.
20.
Oh, the slammer.
Klaus bitch slaps this wolf, and you hear it yelp. These wolves are looking pretty bad. Like the one in front of you, if you hover over them, it gives you a statement of where
Near
they're at.
death. Near death. Badly injured.
We will go back to Tenraiso and wait till for his return.
Now, I have to ask you a question, Fargrim.
Do you have to, or do you want to?
I have to.
Okay.
Where is it? So I know I have my undead minion. But in terms of my
You're talking about your
infusions,
infusions, meaning your homunculus.
well, why is it? I hate when it does that.
There is a way where you can go off your D&D Beyond sheet.
Yes, please.
So, Hallowed posted all that information in the main campaign thread. There's like 14 steps.
I do not like the Foundry sheet. I
Oh,
despise it.
oh, Foundry sheet is hard as fuck. I'm not gonna lie, it is hard and confusing. But
Yeah.
Yuki, you're on a PC, right?
Yes.
Do you have the three dots, the ellipses, next to on the far
Hello.
right side of the different line items?
welcome back.
What do you mean?
So when you look at the infuse item, there should be three dots next to it at the far right hand side of that line
Yeah.
item. If you click on that and then click on view item, it should do what you're trying to get. If you
Yeah, I don't like that though.
Okay. So there's two walls in front of me, both are near death. Got it. Wonder how close near death is for this one. Yeah, alright.
So
I need to check the weapon real fast. Bonus action to make another. Okay. Alright. I am going to go ahead and swipe at this wolf. Is Fargrim there?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Oh, okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure. I'm going to make a claw swipe against the wolf near death in front of me. And that is going to be a 23 to hit.
How would you like to slaughter this wolf?
Just absolutely, like, it'll be like a side swing going down the length of the body. So, like, it's like guts sort of spill out in front of me as it, like, falls down from the force the opposite direction. And then I'm going to go ahead and move over this way to flank this wolf. Do you do flanking rules, by the way?
I do.
Okay, cool. And I'm going to use a bonus action to make a second claw attack at advantage. Oh, hold on. Reroll that. I forgot to hit shift when I was rolling that at advantage. Either way, that one probably doesn't hit. So let me try this again. Okay, so it's a 16 to hit on the advantage for 6 points of damage. And that will conclude my turn for now.
Hold on.
What?
I just
So,
see your attack, but I don't see your damage.
oh, the damage is 1 up. It just go
Oh,
up.
my
It's
bad.
part of the previous roll. That I just did a single attack roll because I forgot to roll the advantage from the flanking roll. So
Okay.
I did only the attack roll on that second one and just used the damage from the other one.
All right, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Back in turn order, we got Otoroshi. Bring the pain, dude.
Isn't Mors' turn?
Morris went while you were grabbing food, so
Oh,
I was
okay.
just like, that's easier.
Whatever else I can collect. I just
Fargrim.
run through the fucking woods.
Yes.
Like all kinds of shit.
I'm trying to follow that guide. I'm not like
There's a lot to it, and I didn't even do it for me because I'm strictly just trying to discipline myself on Foundry, so I can learn it as best as I can for all of you. I know there's
Yuki, I can help you with it off stream.
yeah,
Yeah.
after this game, if you don't mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
So coming up, see this little
Okay,
pink dot
so seeing that the wolf is softened up for me, I'm gonna turn my fan a little bit in my hand again, so it's kind of the edges facing down, and I'm gonna need to raise it up and try and cleave this thing again.
You do not hear that constant beeping getting quicker?
There it is. The wind. And I'm gonna swing for 24 and potentially hit for 14 slashing damage.
how would you like to kill this wolf?
Same exact way. I want it to literally split right down where the slash happens, and the two pieces are just going to kind of be pushed away a little bit from each other as they fall down. And then I'm going to turn and. Is there a way to click and drag before moving?
I don't know. You might be able to measure with the control tool by holding control, but the other than that, you can go to the ruler and then just like measure out from there.
Yep.
It's just 2 down from the character selector.
Okay, well then I'm going to head to right here. And then, yeah, I'm going to. The thought was to kind of put myself between the wolf and the person. And I'm going to call out, "Are you okay? Do you need medical attention?" And that'll be my turn.
The person responds, yes, yes. My name is Lu Zhang. I think they broke my arm. As you look over, he's holding his arm, and a part of his bone is sticking out of his arm.
That would be a correct assessment.
Yes.
Just hang on.
I'll tell you more about my group. Hurry. All right, let me. I thought I downloaded more music. I don't know why half of it only uploaded.
There's a slingshot on this middle guy here.
Anyway. Is that your turn, Otoroshi?
Yes, it is.
All right. River, your turn.
Okay. She is gonna continue the lumpage on this creature with advantage. Oh. Here it is. What? I rolled it twice, but okay.
I don't.
It was 2 3s. Great.
Ooh.
That was the worst initiative
I'm
I've ever
sorry.
seen. Oh my god.
I'm gonna focus point to flurry of blows. Advantage first one. And then I it's fine, doesn't bother me.
Also, if you don't want unarmed strike and like these stat blocks to sort of filter, like just flood the chat,
Yeah.
what you can do for really, really long stat blocks that you use multiple times is go into where they located, go into like act as if you're going to edit it, and then do chat description, and then just put anything in that. That could be like a dot, and then the one that ends up in the chat log during combat will just be the chat description.
Oh,
It won't be the giant block attacks.
that is so handy. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's what I did with mine because I've got a full description of the cosmetics, the way it looks, the size, all these different things, and then I found out fairly quickly that it was going to be a pain in the butt trying to click on it every single time.
Yeah.
Okay, good enough. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that is 12 damage total, assuming those both hit.
12 damage total?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yep.
That wolf is
15,
definitely dead.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All you gotta do is sit back here and they'll drown themselves. Just don't hit them. Just back
What
up.
the fuck?
And they'll get
Hold
pissed
on.
off and come in the water. You can
All
collect
right.
almost everything in this cave back to here. See? There's another one.
That doesn't. That's trash.
I've never seen that actually show up the experience tracker thing.
There were 200 experience points each, but they gave you 0. What the fuck?
Are we
Let's-
using experience or are we using milestone?
We're using milestone.
Yeah, so it doesn't even matter.
True.
Yeah, I was gonna say then I don't really care.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So after the last wolf falls, Alu, your new, the person you rescued, says, "Oh, thank you so much." As he kind of takes his hand off of his other arm that he's holding, with the bone sticking out. You notice that he has similar guild plates or similar garb to the individual that you've seen with the burn marks. He has a guild tag identical to the ones that you have found. So you do believe that he is a surviving member.
I'm gonna offer my hand to help him get up.
I'll go up to him as well, and I'll be do the gentlemanly thing of casting cure wounds on this dude to heal his broken arm.
Ancient armor.
I'm just going to approach like him from like behind Mors, and like sort of just like as I approach, it's like it's like a snake slithering up to you, and then it just towers over him, towers over Otoroshi, and then it's just looking down at him with a very like serious, matter to the fact like face.
He's looking at the group like, oh, okay, a masked figure. Then Otoroshi like, huh. He's more taken back by how interesting the party dynamic is. He looks over to Tenraiso as he kind of like, oh shit. He begins to say, well, I'm part of the Iron Fang Guild. Most of my we were jumped by talking beast people. Uh, one was a boar, and the other one was a tiger with the strange claw. Uh, they kidnapped my leader and two others, and they took him to the other side of the mountains, at the general's camp, where you can see the eastern gates of the stronghold.
You need a pickaxe and you can mine
Talking
shit.
beast people.
That's like 4
Did they?
You mean to say that they were humanoids that look like beasts? Or they were beasts
Oh,
that spoke like humans?
or could you be thinking of Tabaxi?
He similarly to tabaxi, but boar and tiger. As he looks curiously at you all,
So how do I do this? Like set the time?
they were men, but then
So
changed into these things. As he's still trying to cipher through his trauma to relay this information to you, you notice that he's overcoming with anxiety
you gotta throw it a little farther
just
than
from
that, boss.
remembering these details.
I give him
Oh shit!
like just like a drink of water just to help him pace his breathing and calm his anxiety down.
Now, Fargrim,
Yeah, what's up?
can I roll a history check? I'm trying to remember, but have I ever seen something anywhere near what he's describing come near the gates?
Yeah, absolutely. Anybody, if you would like to roll a history check, please do. He describes them painfully, or looks painfully, how they shifted into these. He's describing were people, like were boars, werewolves, were tigers.
Yep.
All that.
I hit a 20.
Right?
All that. So you believe that the Army of Light has employed some sort of shock troopers in order to maybe make a there's a monster in the woods type story, so the people don't go into the woods for some reason. That's what you get from this information, but also you get that there's skin shifters in these woods with you.
These creatures. You are sure it was a boar and a tiger?
I'm sure there was more as well, but we were overwhelmed. I was lucky to make it out alive. Is
Were beasts.
is Ming okay? Ming was one of the was the most recent body you found over by the tent with the quarterstaff.
I'm afraid everyone you know is dead.
Way to
Extremely
put it
dramatic.
lightly.
Hmm.
Well, you did mention that there were 3 that were kidnapped, yes? Do you have any idea as to why they might have been taken?
Or where?
He said when.
Very good listening, River. For why?
I mean, he said the other side of the mountain.
Right.
Yeah.
In multiple different directions.
True.
Very true. He said he doesn't know why. Perhaps they seen too much since his leader and the two others went deeper into the woods than the rest of the guild. Perhaps the Army Light is building something deeper into the woods. Or perhaps there's actually an animal threat. At this
Deeper
point,
into the woods? Was that to the south or to the northwest?
The
Ahead.
Well, you're talking about the northwest, towards the other shore line.
Okay, so where I was attempting to lead everybody before we got sidetracked with the hut and whatnot.
Oh no, that was the the north.
West.
Yes, I'm talking about the southwest, the opposite side of that. There's the here.
Okay.
Actually, let's take a look at the map right here. So you guys are at 1. So 10 is where the Army of Light base camp is. This individual that you just captured said that the general took his people to over here.
Okay, so the southeast.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And
His party
the
was
animal
over
threat was
here.
somewhere up here.
Yes, over by River's old village. Or River's village, I should say.
She told him.
Now, remind me where the beast was seen, where the tracks were heading. Because you said
The tracks were heading
up here.
Yes. You found the tracks like on the border of this. So each square is 5 miles.
Okay. But the tracks were leading further to the up left.
Yes. They were leading towards the druids.
Oh shit, oh shit.
So the tracks were leading towards the druids. But the kidnapped people are being led way down here on the southeastern side, complete opposite direction.
Correct.
So then, what do you think that they have? These were creatures have a base up to the northwest, but they're ordered to deliver to past the camp into the mountains.
I don't think so. The druids are to the northwest.
Well, I know for a fact the druids wouldn't be involved, but without good reason.
Well, do we go after the beast or after the abominations?
I do. I see the beacon over there.
Me personally, I'm down for either.
What do I have? I need a brick.
Doesn't matter which one we think has no urgency. We don't know if an attack is imminent on the druids. But we do know those hostages likely have very limited amount of time before they're probably killed. I say
I'm
we,
sure
go, we go towards the lycanthropes.
I'm sure
You're
if
right,
there's
River.
anything, I'm sure if there's anything that were to happen to the druids, they can handle themselves.
I don't know what else I need to make
I want to turn to Louis and say, you said that your comrades were taken. Is there any chance that they're still alive? Was there anything said to determine why they were taken and not just slaughtered like your friend?
The people who took them said that they've seen the fortress. Whatever that means.
Did they relay any information to you on what this fortress is?
No, as soon as we met, we were ambushed.
Is there not only one fortress on this island?
Uh,
Northeast.
so there's one. Well,
Could be.
At least the most
No.
known one.
no, so technically there is no fortress. Zolgra is, they call it a stronghold, but it is pretty much like it is a city fortress. It's a fortified city.
Like a walled city, yeah.
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 Makes sense.
So,
It's a walled city with an inhabitant. I doubt they would be talking about that.
correct.
Were there any discerning marks on either of the were folk?
On
That
the,
is a good point.
the
Something that might help us identify should they shift into human form.
A scar, a burn mark, a tattoo, anything.
on the boar, he is missing his left front teeth. Like the majority of his left front teeth.
Better than nothing, I suppose.
And the were tiger has a glass eye that is a shade off of his normal green eye.
That is
As-
helpful.
As we are talking, I'm going to make another attempt to pry out those bear claws.
Oh yes, you guys have full reign of
I'm going
investigating.
back.
Yo,
Go back to the camp.
I was just about to say, you all guys, you all can. Like he will actually follow with you, so we can mourn over his comrade.
Question.
Yeah.
Do
What?
these wolves have any kind of collars or tags or markings on them?
Very good question, River. Glad you asked. They do. They have wolf tags of the Army of Light.
Wolf tags? Like the tag literally says
Like
Army of Light?
identification tags.
Yeah.
Probably not
Quite
like names, but like say like these are official like war beasts of the Army of Light.
You, River, roll a history check with advantage.
Okay.
Okay, so in order to make it a sticky bomb, I need change in there. That's what I was missing.
So 15.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You know that they like to flush out people, prey, things like that with wolves, starving dogs, things like that, to thin out populations and scare people off, to cause people to run and panic. So this is a terror tactic. They-
River doesn't seem entirely surprised. She's gonna pull out her dagger and just kind of snip off the tags just to collect them for evidence. At least these two.
Purple.
Yeah. As I see you doing that, Otoroshi is gonna say, "What did they say?"
There. How do I explain this to a mortal? I'm kidding. The identification tags. Mocking says, "Warhounds of the Army of Light." Oh, I suppose rabid mongols would be the better term for these things. Either way, it's clear that these are not some wild animals that we have encountered.
So they belong to the enemy.
Correct. I can't say I'm surprised, frankly.
On that, we can agree.
Like I said, if you guys would like to further inspect the investigation site that you were distracted from, you may. I know there was still the the bear claws that Mors was after, the bag of devouring, and the compound within the mortar and pestle was at least
So,
key
I'm
things that I remember.
Poke my head out of the tent and kind of look to Otoroshi and like,
They can kill it, right?
you mind helping me with these? I can't seem to get them out. I kind of want these claws.
Got a stun gun, my goddamn
And I'm just kind of looking. As soon as like it clicks, like you're trying to,
fuck out of this mold.
disassemble the rug and take those off. Yes, give me 1 second.
Can I roll a sleight of hand to try again, Fargrim?
Yeah.
I got a 20. They're mine.
Yes. You successfully have 5 bear claws. 10-0 and River.
Oh,
Was there anything you'd like to investigate at the site? Well, I know
I'm
the
not too
dude.
concerned.
Right on. I know
But-
dude pretty much told you everything you wanted to know.
Yeah.
There's only so much you can really find on these wolves, anyways.
Right?
Got you.
I'm down.
All right.
So you said there was a compound inside that mortar and pestle, but is there anything here like these pieces?
Those are cookies.
oh.
Those are cookies.
Yes.
Holy
I'm
shit!
gonna pocket the cookies.
You're in luck.
Hey, you better share those cookies.
They are chocolate peanut butter cookies.
Oh, the good cookies, alright.
Good.
Well, I'm definitely throwing those in the pack for later. And this looks like another mortar and pestle and an empty bowl.
Yeah, the empty bowl had food scraps in it, and the mortar pestle had the hashish for the hookah.
Is it the same that was over here?
No, the thing that's over here. Oh, god damn it! Can I point? That is a
Peanut butter, you made that up.
chocolate peanut butter. Yeah, on the spot. This is piss jug. This loot can work, and there's wine in this jug.
Oh, I'm grabbing the wine.
Also, this tripod is collapsible. If you like to take that for cooking, you may.
Cooking pot? Yes, please.
A cooking tripod.
I'm grabbing the jug of wine. I want to take a whiff of it. Is it good?
Please tell me it turns your stomach.
This smells like rubbing alcohol that's been microwaved on a hot summer day.
Right. Just to make sure. I'm going to cast Purify Food and Drink on this wine. So that even if it's spoiled or poisoned, it's now safe to consume.
Are you going to try to consume it?
Yes.
Roll Constitution to see how drunk you
Hell
get.
We're in. Oh man.
So
I hope it's not that strong.
you let out a horrible burp, and you feel kind of dizzy, but after your headache goes away, it's not too bad.
Alright, I'm taking another sip.
This definitely tastes like you're drinking rubbing alcohol.
This shit tastes like a juice.
Yep.
You
I'll
feel
come out.
incredibly warm and sweaty on the inside.
Hell yeah. Be like, I found some good shit. If you guys want any, you guys can already see that I'm ever so slightly inebriated from this stuff.
So slightly.
Ever so slightly inebriated. Yes.
It sounds like somebody who's already fully inebriated would say.
Don't worry about it.
Is he tipsy over there?
No.
From the sounds of it, yes.
See, back at the monastery when the masters drank, they used to call it sip sip hooray.
Which is
Well, there you go. I kind of like not really shove the bottle, but like just hold it really close to Otoroshi's face and like, here, have some with me.
Otoroshi, you're trying to do your best to not hurl.
No, thanks, but I do not partake.
May I see that, friends?
Yes, I handed off, almost hitting River.
She. Okay. She's going to gently place it into the campfire here in the middle, and she
Just dump
like
it out.
no, she's gonna place the jug just there, and she's going to like she seems to like wind up for another punch, but instead of just like regular, just like quick kind of burst of air as her previous strikes did, it seems to almost ignite into this kind of like heavy, like thick lightning, almost like plasma. As she's just going to make an unarmed strike fire damage at the flask, at the jug.
And in classic Johnny Depp fashion, instead of "Why is the rum gone?" is all you hear is "Why is the wine gone?"
Would you
Can
like a
we-
cracker?
Can we focus, please?
Oh, fine. Such a buzzkill.
She scoffs and walks off.
Klaus, I have a little gift for you. I'm going to call over my undead minion, and I'm going to do some magical tinkering here. And with these bear claws, I'm going to attach these bear claws to Klaus's, like kind of remove a couple bones off of his fingers and replace them with these bear claws for that additional damage. I can do that, right, Fergrim?
You can do. Say that one more time.
So I'm going
Attaching the bear
to.
claws to his minion.
Yeah. Because these are massive bear claws. And with magical tinkering or infuse item, whichever one fits the bill here, I'm going to attach them to the
Is
hand
the-
of my undead
Is the
minion.
minion an item?
I'd be
Also,
skeptical.
what are you
So-
exactly infusing it with? Because you have to choose one of your artificer infusers, in one of your like actual like features chosen.
Okay, so this one's a little bit weird. This is kind of why I'm asking, because my undead minion was produced out of artificer magic. So
don't
I
think what you're doing is
artificed.
infusing. Like, your subclass allows you to have that familiar that is going to fight with you and whatnot, correct?
Yeah, but like I don't think
It's
it
not-
counts as like an item you can infuse. Like you can infuse the bear claws themselves, but the
then-
infusion is more a class feature. I don't know which artificer infusions you've taken from the artificer table though. That's the thing.
Yeah, I think what Yuki's trying to do is just trying to attach the bear claws to the homunculus. I don't think he's trying to
Definitely.
infuse them.
You could definitely do that. I'm not sure if the
I'm not sure if it's. I think he wants to infuse them on his undead minion because he can. From what I understand of
It
Bone
would look
Cobbler.
very cool.
Oh, yeah.
So basically, I can infuse like. So instead of infusing like, you know, a clock, as an example, to do something, I infuse bones and flesh into an undead minion.
It was on my recipe list and now it's not.
Okay.
So my infusions are towards
I wanted to. I asked 4
bones
times.
and flesh to create undead creatures or minions. So technically, with the wolves that we just killed, I could technically, even though I'm probably not high enough level to fully reanimate something like that, I could infuse one of those wolves with my magic and have it come back to life.
What I think is being said is that infusion is not the right term for it.
Yeah,
What you're
no,
trying
like
to do
you're.
It's more like
correct, but
grafting.
yeah, he's got the what is it, reanimated prosthetic.
You just certainly do. I don't know if the benefit would be anything more than thematic, at least currently.
Yeah, like
So it
so.
would be more
yeah,
like the magical tinkering.
So what
Yes,
you're.
exactly.
Yeah. So like the infusers for Artificer, right? If you look at Artificer infusions, you're gonna need to check this out. I'm just gonna link that in our Group B chat. Um, there's a list there. Basically, that is just something you pick up at level. When you pick up Artificer, you choose some of these things you can do. So, for example, this would probably go under Enhanced Weapon. So, but then you'd still have you'd make a magic weapon give a +1 bonus, and you increase it. So you make something a weapon with a +1 bonus, right? With enhanced weapon, or enhanced defense is you give it +1 armor class. Like you could do
Okay,
something
so
like that, but it's not like something where you can just tinker onto the minion because the minion is like its own thing with its own like stuff.
yeah. So I could. So then, what I would do is I would cobble these claws onto my minion, and then I would infuse the claws with
+1 to attack and magical bonus.
with something to attack. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So you could give it a +1 bonus. But basically, you'd
Yeah.
infuse the claws as a weapon. And then the minion would be the one wielding the weapon. Basically,
Yeah. So
is how that would work.
Yeah.
So I
we'll
give
go
the
that
minion
way.
like a claw ability and slam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a claw
Or
ability with like a +1 bonus, pretty much. But I don't know how long the infuse item lasts.
Well, they would
Lasts
be.
until you
Well, the
get
I
your
think it's
4.
forever. Yeah.
It's forever
Oh.
until you pick a different infusion to learn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the undead minion is basically a steel defender. It's the same thing. You can cast mending on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the identical.
I don't. It
thing.
doesn't.
It's just an undead.
The undead doesn't take up an infusion though. Like
Correct.
it's
Yeah.
basically the free thing because of
The subclass, yeah.
Artifice.
the
yes.
subclass. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's basically just a monster under your control that has a few little bonuses attached to it due to the subclass.
Yes.
So then I'll cobble these bear claws onto one of my minion's hands, and infuse it with
Enhanced weapon, yeah.
enhanced weapon.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, think of the infuse item as you are either creating a magical item from a non-magical item, or you're doing things like, oh, I'm taking this armor and I'm giving it +1 defense, or I'm taking this weapon, giving it +1 ability to that. That's what infuse item does. You are enchanting something to give it a magical bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I will make a note of that. For...
Yeah, if you can take care of that Fargrim, that I feel like that's definitely something on your end, but
Oh yeah.
Alright. So, are we going to go ahead and slaughter some of these yellow jackets?
I would hope so.
What yellow jackets do you speak of?
Army of Lights.
I've never seen one. Good to know.
They wear proud colors of the sun. Orange, yellows. I call them yellow jackets because they're just as annoying.
Good to know. I'm going to write that down.
I already read the story that alcohol. Myself.
I looked to the fire pit where the alcohol was destroyed, and I shed a little tear for the abuse that has taken place.
I'll buy you a drink when we're back. But now is not the time to get intoxicated.
Yay!
We are still on a job.
Yeah.
So which direction are you guys going? Are you going to where his boss and two others were at before they were captured? Or do you want to go to the place where they were held? Or being held captured?
The place where we're currently being held, I think. That's
Yeah. Because if we can save them, like
Yeah.
So you're going
Gotta
to
play the
head,
heroes for a bit.
you're
Just
going
for
to
a
head
For a
north.
bit until things get dark, and then we don't have to play heroes anymore.
Yes.
don't worry, I'll just gamble it away.
Oh, let's go gambling.
River
It's gonna be a very fun game. You guys can't wait to play the villains.
Uh-huh.
Oh, let's go gambling.
Alright. Yeah. I will just follow you guys.
We don't really know where we're going on this map, but you know
Yeah.
what? Let's wander around a bit.
Yeah.
So he says,
east, I thought.
Yeah.
yeah, he says this direction.
It's like one of those fucking real-time simulators, holy shit.
So it's the north.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Alright, so you see a bugbear standing in the road.
Wait, where is it?
Actually, Mors, you see a lot more than just one bugbear.
Oh, up here.
Yes, I do.
You
I
see,
see 4 things.
yes, you see a group
Oh.
of people off to the side, wearing kind of bright colors, like oranges and yellows.
Who was it that
Subsequently,
said the? Who was it that said that the yellow jackets?
fucking
Tenraiso.
Yeah.
Tenraiso. I think I see those yellow jackets you speak of.
The Army of Light.
And you also see a boar person off in the shadows.
Wait, where was he at?
Hold on.
Oh,
And
over here.
superior dark vision must be crazy from this.
Yeah, I can't see that.
Right? If you come, so
Double the
right
vision
now,
radius of everyone
I can
else.
see one dude.
Yeah.
okay, so I can see.
I can't see anybody.
Yeah, no, we'd have to spend like a little bit of movement to catch up, but like, yeah, no. I'm
Okay.
assuming we are waiting here until Mors identifies all the threats.
So can you see my ruler?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how far I can see.
yeah.
90
Is it
feet.
Question:
Yes.
Is it nighttime?
It is nighttime.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, I should be
I'm
able
actually-
to see
I'm at-
here.
To be
I'm
fair,
actually-
I'm pretty sure we met during the day, but it took so fucking long for Orochi to come here that it ended up being nighttime by the time we did any investigating.
So
He came down
Actually,
from his island and then was like a couple miles away that he had to wander to find us.
I actually get 120 feet.
See,
Well,
I think
this is weird because straight up is 60 feet.
Yeah.
If I come over here, this is 60 feet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the math.
That's just how diagonals work on square maps.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do I recognize this boar as the one that the guy was mentioning?
it is not the one that the guy was mentioning, for he has his left teeth. However, he does appear to be wearing an orange vest, an orange track pants with a blue belt and blue wrist guards.
Alright, so I relay that information to the group, and these are not the people we're looking for, are they?
Above table. Bebop, is that you?
No, I
Nobody?
don't think those are the people.
So-
No, I don't get that reference.
It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Rocksteady, and Bebop.
Ah,
Old school. Yeah, I know.
So I'm just going to just as a precautionary, just kind of make sure that my voice is loud enough to be heard, where it's like, I know you are all out there. Identify yourselves now, or we will have no choice but to fight.
River is, while he's doing that, River's going to like kind of, she's going to touch a little sort of, look through some kind of little like medallion almost, like a holy symbol of some kind, and she's gonna do this. She's gonna turn invisible.
Oh, smart. Smart.
Where is? There it is. See,
bye.
it looks like she almost like turns around and just vanishes into the shadow.
I like that. This
I feel like
guy.
how invisibility is true invisibility.
You can't see me.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Do I have a? I noticed that bugbear's getting closer, so
he's actually trying to stop you. He's actually, Oi, these woods belong to the Army of Light. If you would like to pay a toll, and you can make out of here with your life. As he sort of
I like to,
smiles at you.
I'll approach. No, these woods belong to me. And you are trespassing.
He takes his fingers and he does a loud whistle. Other people come from the woodwork, literally.
I wouldn't be caught by.
Can I not roll an
surprise, though.
intimidation check there, or?
Oh yeah, you may absolutely. I'm used to people asking, versus me asking for rolls. But
Yeah. For like charisma things, I prefer if like you ask me to make a roll, because like I don't know if like you're planning to do anything with it, like, or
Yeah.
like how you're gonna respond.
Like any cinematic kind of narrative.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, like it's definitely useful for the charisma side of things. So
thank you for letting me know, because, like I said, every group is different, and every player is different. So, thank you for thanks for letting me know, and I will totally run with this. So with your intimidation check, he is not that intimidated. He goes,
yeah,
"Oi,
unfortunately.
Well, it looks like you'd be paying the price. You notice there. Can you
I
see?
will be right back though. I'm grabbing my food.
Okay.
You guys fighting, it was all empty.
You hear
Uh,
a couple more people coming out of the woods, seemingly
Before
surrounding
they-
you.
before they like get into the line of sight, I don't know how far they are out.
Yeah, which direction are they coming in from exactly?
There's one coming from over here, two
Fargrim.
over here,
I think you guys were
and
already in the cave.
two over here.
Ah,
The group that's over here, since I can see them
Mm-hmm.
and they cannot, if you keep them there, I want to kind of like move in this direction here and like aim my crossbow at them to keep them from like encircling us, I guess you could say.
I got
And-
bad.
And so this guy, instead of going around the tree, like that bush that's right beside us,
Mm-hmm.
if you put him back to the boar, I'm going to have Klaus move to like the other side of the bush, between the bush and the rock, so that they can't get out of that spot that they're in. Because I noticed them, right? So even before they would have interacted,
Gotcha, because you had Klaus. All right, so you want Klaus over here?
yeah. And the one that's right in front of Klaus is going to just automatically make attacks on that one guy there. That's directly in front of him.
So you want Klaus to be in combat?
Well, when combat starts, I'm going to use alert or alarm, I think it's called. Yeah,
What?
alarm.
The alert
can't use-
feat, probably.
Yeah.
No, it's alarm.
You're out of spells. You're out of spells
Oh, I
today,
am.
by the way.
Yeah.
Damn.
I just want to let you know that last spell to purify the water was your last spell slot, because you used to
Yeah.
inflict wounds last combat.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's fine. Well,
Mhm.
regardless, I could. Regardless, Klaus would still attack them once I get into combat. So
Yeah. Well, at least you have your minion.
Are we getting into combat?
What?
I just want to make sure all the enemies are where they're going to be when combat starts.
Yes.
Before I make my move.
Yeah, all the enemies are going to stay put before we start combat. But you, Miss River, have free reign on where you want to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome. All right. So we're at that like Mexican standoff. 10-0. Your intimidation did not work, as the bugbear does a howl. He says, "All right, men, let's grab our paychecks from their corpses." As they all cheer.
River is going to, while he's speaking, ram a spear through his chest, breaking her invisibility. Ah, damn. Unfortunate.
Oh man.
Do you want to try that again, or you just want to roll with
I
it?
can't. That was my advantage. That was advantage.
That was advantage. 7 and 11.
inspiration.
Oh shit, really?
No, hold on. I fucked that up.
What? No. That hit?
No, I fucked that up.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, ain't no way that.
No, they have surprisingly decent AC. But all right, everyone, roll initiative.
There's a big fucking monster on the other side of it, right?
There's no
You
combat
need to
encounter
actually start a combat encounter for us to roll initiative.
Oh, got you.
Yeah, it just fucking leads back up into here. There's no fucking.
That's a lot of dice.
Oh my Jesus.
I can't even see where. Oh, there I rolled. Now, question.
Yeah, what's up?
More for the other players. Is anybody interested in swapping initiatives with me? I have the ability to do that if you want.
Who?
Anybody who got higher than a 10.
I am interesting enough. No, sorry. I
That's
like
fine.
my 20. I like my 22.
That's
I
fine.
was gonna say I could cast blindness and allow you to keep an advantage for attacking, kind of thing.
True, letting the wizard go first is always a good option.
This is true. That's a good point. Fine, you can take my initiative.
No, you don't have to. I'm just curious.
That is a good idea. I still say I'm concentrating. I broke that.
Oh yeah. You go into active effects and break concentration.
Yeah.
It's the lightning bolt thing.
Yep.
That
got it.
tab. Thing
Mm,
with yours, I think, unless you, like, how long does that +2 AC and bonus effects last for?
It's a minute, so that's gone.
Okay.
I need. So that's why I was looking for it. When you said the active effects,
Yeah, it's the
Okay,
lightning
over-
bolt tab beneath the spells. You should see a.
concentration.
If
So I break concentration. There we go.
Mhm.
if you want, who is it that can cast blindness?
I can. Otoroshi.
Okay, if you want to come over towards me and cast that on the.
I don't think
If it
you can.
reaches,
I think you might be like. Oh wait, no, you're not actually that far away. You're a bit far from me, but
yeah. If you, I'll swap with you if you can hit like any of those people.
I can only see the one that's closest to you. Literally,
Even
I can only see. This
even
is the.
after you
this-
move.
I can't see that there are any more, so I wouldn't be inclined to do that. I would just be
Can
inclined
I signal Otoroshi to come over?
That's up to Fargrim.
So,
But I think Rivers said that she was gonna switch already.
yeah, I'll switch it.
all right,
With Otoroshi, presumably.
cool.
so just set Odoroshi's initiative to 22 and set Rivers to 10.
Yep.
Like my initiative. Rolled.
There we go.
Now
And
you
beginning
swap.
combat.
Okay. So then, yeah, I'm going to target. There we go. And then is minus deafness. And I want to cast blindness on this guy. Cast spell. That's a con save.
Is it too late to do something that I'm supposed to do, like, on rolling initiative? Because I
You-
meant to.
No, you're fine. What's up?
Oh, I was gonna do this just to regain all my focus points.
So is focus points different, or is focus points key
They're identical
points?
to key points. Yes, they
Okay.
are. They're just different names, I think, for whatever reason.
I like the name of key points. It just sounds
Same.
way better.
Yes, I agree. So the Constitution saving throw, it meets the DC of 14. That means that he resists it, correct?
Correct. So he's not blinded.
He's not, unfortunately. And if that's the case, I'm actually going to move up a little bit, trying to draw his attention. I'm actually going to move this way, force him to turn towards me. And that'll be my turn.
That orange one?
Alright, this bugbear up here.
You failed me.
I know, I'm sorry.
One job! So River, a javelin falls short of you. And this dude's turn. He's going to throw a dagger at Klaus. Klaus got hit for some pretty hard damage. 7 damage.
Damn.
Klaus is fucking dead.
Even though he's a zombie.
He's undead, turned dead.
Yep.
Morris, your turn.
Literally, that was one job.
I want to fire a crossbow. And this dude. For 10 damage. The 20. So I'd assume that it would hit. If it doesn't hit, I would be surprised.
Yes, you shoot him in the calf, and he kind of pulls out the bolt, like, and he throws it on the ground, and he just mean mugs you and breathes hard.
Not that angry.
We'll have Klaus. We'll have Klaus do a slam attack on the guy that threw the knife. Just his usual slam attack. And it's fine if Klaus dies. I can just literally rebuild him.
Natural 20.
Hell yeah.
So Klaus claps back with 11 damage.
Hell yeah.
All right. That's Klaus's turn. Other bugbear's turn is going to try to smack River. And he missed.
One of these days I'll be able to play for extra time.
Skill issue.
Right? River, it is your turn.
As she's kind of bats the morning star away, she's she's going to make a strike with her spear. Also, as she does so, some more of that lightning flows into her spear, and kind of it forms like a brief like cage of electricity around the bugbear, and then collapses into this like terrifying kind of burst. Classic little I don't fucking care. Yeah. She's gonna cast Wrathful Smite along with it.
Nice.
Assuming a 22 hits. Also has to make a wisdom save. Thank God.
Nice.
Ooh,
Well, take 5 extra damage and now it's frightened.
is that a natural 1, but a +10?
No, I think that just means it failed.
Okay.
A
was gonna
natural
say.
1 plus 10. God damn.
And she's gonna reposition herself like a bit over here.
Man, you were just tearing through these guys. Well, at least some of them.
That is how you frighten a trespasser, Tenraiso.
You know it's 11:30, right?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
She says with an audible smirk behind her mask.
All right, we're probably gonna wrap up combat. Well, when we do, all right, Tenraiso, it is your turn.
Right. Oh, whose mic is echoing right now?
Probably not.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Right. I have like a really, really small desk here at the guest house. So I have to, whenever I use my mouse, I have to like position the plate opposite way, further back in the desk. Right. So I'm going to go ahead and use my bonus action to use a charge of Wing Surge. Now, this ability lets me go ahead and move up to half of my movement, or half of my glide speed immediately. So that would be 20 feet, and without provoking any opportunity attacks. So I can just fly past this guy while aiming, while being in reach range for this guy over here. And additionally, the glide speed also prevents me from falling down. So I'm like sort of like hovering on an updraft basically as I move into position here. And I'm going to go ahead and make a reach attack with my tail. And since this was at least, I believe, 10 feet, I haven't really been using this feature. Didn't feel like I needed to. So attack 14, does that hit, first of all?
It does not hit the bugbear.
Darn. My rolls today have been really terrible, by the way. I haven't rolled
I got
good on...
Welcome to the club.
Closest rolls have been good.
Uh-huh. Alright, well, I guess I missed that. Never mind what I was actually going to do.
I do like your wing surge though. That is pretty neat. I'm surprised
Yeah.
the bird races don't have shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
So, well, don't we? We do have like our talons.
That's you have talons. You could speak Orin, and you could fly. That's about it.
Yeah, I can
I mean,
fly.
flying is a big one, though. Like,
Right.
realistically, I don't even get fly speed until like level 7. I get glide speed, which is fine, you know, because you get so much like ground movement that you just put like 10-foot jump. I think a 10-foot jump for me, due to my strength score, is like 40-foot height, just vertical leap, and then it's another 40-foot glide speed. So. But anyway. Necromancer's gonna die. Or
Alright.
maybe not. You attacked for 11.
All right. Otoroshi, your
He
turn.
misses.
Alright. Well, now that I see that there's several, or at least one more thing going to attack Mors, the question is okay. So the boar that came out, that's not the one that attacked Mors, correct?
What do you mean?
The one that just attacked you was the bugbear, right? Was this one? Not
Okay, that's a dude.
not the wereboar, right?
It was the it was the normal dude. Yeah.
Yeah, Berserker attacked.
So, does the boar appear to be stronger? Does he look like he's kind of the leader of the pack, or is it just another creature kind of thing?
More like hired muscle, like the brute of the pack, versus the dude with the great axe that just attacked Morris.
Okay.
I don't even know where the boar is.
It's right over here.
Literally right beside me.
Oh, yeah, no, that's just ever so slightly outside of our vision room. We see here.
Yes.
Yeah, so like
Yes.
literally one
Yeah.
square to the right.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah. I wish this showed how many spell slots I had available on the main page.
I
Let's
believe
see,
it does. So you see
No,
those?
I
if
have
you...
to go to the spells page. That's why.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah.
Okay. Well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to head over here 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to get as close as I can. Actually, I'm going to stay right here. And I'm going to cast Chill Touch on the berserker that just attacked. Wow.
Yikes.
That is a critical fail.
Bruh.
Fuck.
And yeah, I think that's my turn. Because that's an action, bonus action. Yeah, that's my
Yep.
turn.
All right.
Fuck you, Fargrim.
Nero? Is that you?
What?
Who just came in?
That was Nero.
Nero.
Only one
Okay.
person I know who has that. That's Nero.
Oh. Okay.
Curious.
That's
curious.
awesome. All right. Unfortunately, I am going to be having to wrap it. Does he have a 16? Klaus has a 14 AC? That's garbage.
Yeah.
I mean, he is a zombie, and he can just be put together with some cobbler tools.
Yeah, there's not really a thought in that head that considers defense. Which
Yeah,
honestly,
I can. So even though he's a dead undead, I can just
I was actually
make him
reading the
undead
stat.
again.
I was reading the feature for that, and you can just equip him with armor, with weaponry, with basically anything that you can equip,
Yes.
and then start enhancing all of his gear that way.
That's pretty sick.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Eventually
really
I'll get to
sick.
that.
Can he gain levels, or is that more of like a
But,
Beastmaster thing?
I think it's
No.
with my leveling.
Yeah.
So when I go up in levels, like he gets additional stuff.
That makes sense. Okay. It is your turn, however.
Yeah, we're going to make a. Yeah, we're going to hit the. This dude here. With our hand axe. Oh hell yeah! Too bad it wasn't a. One off from a crit, but he takes 3 damage.
He took it like it was just a scratch,
That's fine. I'll take any damage over no damage.
right?
Absolutely.
Anything else you'd like to do in your turn?
Nope.
All right, we'll go to the bugbear. Then it's River and Tenraiso's turn. So with, okay,
And then it'll be
fright.
bedtime for me.
Same. We will be wrapping it up after the Berserker's turn, starting with combat at Otoroshi's turn for next session.
Yep, that makes sense. Basically, just
Fair.
finishing the round.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's fair.
I typically start combat like that when we do end sessions on combat. That way everybody gets a turn.
It is 11:30, so
If you gotta go, you
Yeah,
gotta
like,
go.
yeah, I'm going to head to bed. Unfortunately, I wish I could stay more, but
That's okay. Your turn's over, and we're gonna end after this round of combat anyway.
yeah, I'll see y'all's later.
Yep.
So with his
Have a
frightenedness,
good night, Yuki.
good night, Yuki. He missed your attack. If I'm reading frightened correctly.
Yeah.
Because it gives you
disadvantage.
disadvantage. Okay.
Yep.
Most excellent. River, fuck him up.
I am and going. She is going to do indeed just that. Shit. Alright. And punch.
Oh, there you go.
Better.
Your punch rolls are significantly better than your spear.
They
What
really
have
are! I fucking hate that that's canon. It's fucking canon too. God damn it.
Yeah, and what was all that practice for? You're still shit.
Shut up. That's crazy.
Anything else you can do on your turn, River?
No, that's all.
All right. Tenraiso, finishing up for the party. What would you like to do? Purple?
Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Alarming text just now, and I'm like, I'm gonna figure out what's wrong with that, but I'll finish my turn real quick. I am just going, since this is a new combat, new dragon breath. I'm gonna go ahead, move around. Nah, I'm just gonna stay where I am actually and just stab a guy. I'm gonna be really, really boring about it. I'm just gonna stab a guy. Okay, can I hit this time though?
I don't know why it rolled that. Sorry. Be gone. No, fuck off. Please. Delete. Sorry.
Yep. Attack 21 hits though.
That does for 9 damage. Oh, yeah, he definitely felt that.
I have nothing I can really do with my bonus action unless I move during my turn, but I don't want to move from this position right now, so it's kind of awkward. I guess the glide fades at this point, and I'm sort of underground, so I'll lower my height here for a second. There you go. And that'll be my turn.
Right on. Alright, Werebor's turn is going to surround Mors and hit him with his tusks. Mors got hit for 8 damage. And has to be roll a constitution for Mors for his Werebor anti-affliction. Shouldn't have said that last part out loud, but whatever. Oof. Oof. That's all I'm going to say about that. And last attack for the evening is a miss.
Fail. Big fail.
Alright, gentlemen and lady. Good 2.5 hour session. I love your
I'm
dice.
just rolling that anyways because I wanted to redeem myself.
You know what?
Yes.
We're just gonna apply that damage.
You sure?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'll leave this
I
all
just wanted to
here.
roll to make sure my dice were jinxed.
Right? We're gonna leave this here. I'm not gonna delete the chat and text or text and chat just so I can keep it for the logs. We are on our third round of combat. You guys are currently on your way to rescue 3 people from the Iron Fang Guild. It is on the other side of the Chiang Mountains, or the Yellow Mountains. So when we pick up, you guys will be having to deal with 4 more people, 5 more people, and then off to rescue the hostages.
Sounds good. Thank you for DMing, Fargrim.
Yeah, I enjoyed this group.
Thanks.
I
This was really
It's really
fun.
crazy.
Yeah, I'm glad you had a great time, you guys. Thank you for all the viewers in chat. Mines, thank you for shared streaming. I appreciate that.
Of course.
And I hope all of you get a great sleep, and we'll look forward for that session update tomorrow.
Yep.
All right.
I can't wait. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night.